let's wrap this up with the reason that we are here. We all took part in a leadership meditation workshop that was organized by Hands Across the Divide.
And the International Association for Human Values.
Human Values as well,
it's a
yes.
long name, yeah.
Wow. I mean, you know, I would like for you to say a few words about the workshop. It was very...
Few words.
Few words, please. It was very intense. I have to say it was the first time that I did such an intense workshop where I literally just left the kids with a bowl of cornflakes and sat and lots of YouTube and sat in front of my laptop for many hours on Zoom, meeting wonderful, truly amazing people that exist on this island, mainly women. I think it turned out to be an all-female thing as well, which was absolutely amazing.
There we go.
And yes, it was open to men. It was, the program was open to men.
It
wasn't exclusive.
Exactly,
women, but it just turned out that
exactly.
way.
It just happened to be like that. And for me personally, apart from the meditation that I've always believed in its power anyway, and breathing, the fact that I got to see what was happening on the other side, and there are others like you two who are doing truly astonishing work. I mean, if you know, guys who are listening to this and watching this, if you knew half of the work that's gone into the peace projects, which is part of the workshop, you wouldn't believe it. It's just
pretty amazing.
Amazing. It really, really is. I get goosebumps thinking about it. Anyway, so at the end of this video, we will be showing a little video that Mandar, our leader of the workshop, gave to me and to us. It's based on the science of breath. Please watch it after this podcast. For those who are listening, I don't know if you can get the audio version. I'll see. But I'm leaving it up to you guys. Tell me a little bit about the workshop and your peace project and what you gained from it.
Okay, I'll start. So the project itself was basically a training program on mindful leadership, but the focus was actually to bring together women or men, but it ended up being women, who are leaders in their communities and doing any kind of work for social change, right? But it was actually focusing, and this is what I got a lot out of it, is that we do all this work, you know, we do all this volunteer work, we have our careers, but we also do this volunteer work. We're trying to raise kids, we're trying to do the right thing, we're trying to make a better society, we're trying to solve the Cyprus problem, but at the end of the day, we also need to look after ourselves. And I know that self-care is this big buzzword right now, and I don't know, when I say it doesn't resonate with me. It sounds weird. Why do I have to look after myself? You know, like I have a shower every day and I put my sunscreen on. But the term has emerged because people are getting burnt out, and you know, when you take on that load, it affects you. So I think what was really nice and refreshing for me was to do a workshop, an intercommunal workshop, which actually wasn't specifically about peace building or solving anything. It was about working on ourselves first, because the proviso, it's based on the proviso that you can't do this work effectively if you're not okay yourself. So that was the biggest thing I got out of it, because I was like, you know, and it's true, and I have to check in with myself sometimes and ask myself, am I breathing? Am I actually breathing properly? Because you know, we carry so much stress and anxiety, and it was all about releasing that and not denying it, but acknowledging it, working on it, doing the breath work. And of course, the biggest bonus was the peace projects. And a lot of people are doing things like events. You know, Aishan was organizing a play date. I was going to do a silent meditation with in the buffer zone,
which I still hope you can do.
I do want to do that. I just, because of the deadlines and everything, I didn't think that I could do it now. But it is a plan for the future, so I think it would be an amazing experience to have a silent. And we can
definitely help organize it.
Yeah, and I think imagine having like 100 people in the dead zone silently meditating. I think that would send out an amazing. Yeah. Because I also believe in the power of meditation and energy work. So that's that. And so my project very quickly is basically when all this was happening, my daughter came home saying, "Oh, I'm going to be reading a poem for National Children's Day," and I was thinking, oh, "Okay, here we go." and of course, me thinking the worst National Children's Day. You know, what kind of propaganda thing's going to come out of this? And then the whole thing was about peace, and she was so cute, and I'm like, "Thank you, that's my project. Like you've done my project for me. Thank you." So I'm sharing it on
child labour, Pepe.
It is. But
now I can do some breath work. Thank you. I have time for self-care now.
I love it. It was so cute, and she read, and the poem's in English, so you can all. I'm going to share it on social media, and
we'll add the links to your Instagrams, to your social media, so people can find you and see. Your peace project, and Aisha Noor, when you organise the play dates as well. So tell us a little bit about the workshop and the peace project.
The workshop kind of introduced me into meditation. It was the first time I got to do it, and I enjoyed it a lot. The breath work was really powerful, although I didn't really have time every day to do it. But I'm still committing to...
And it's okay.
We're trying.
And it's okay.
I'm still committing to trying to do it.
It's a tool that you have and you know it's there.
Yeah, exactly. So it benefited me in that sense. And I'm also very happy to have, gotten to know you and all the other amazing women who took part in the project in our cohort. Amazing. They were all amazing, and we are connected now.
Yes.
We are all connected now. We can continue doing this type of things, coming together, discussing our issues, our problems, solving them together. And maybe meditating together.
Not during the play date though.
And yes, I am organizing play dates for peace. That's how I'm calling them. I'm going to invite mothers with their children to come together at the buffer zone to start with, but then maybe later we can join in the southern part or maybe in the northern part. We can find nice
parks,
parks, open areas. That we will all enjoy, and just give the chance to ourselves and to our children to come together and to naturally, in a rather unstructured way, to build friendships and maybe to do something for building peace. That's what peace is about. It should be about connecting, having the friendly bonds with each other, caring for each other. Having tolerance, understanding, etc. So that's what my plan is.
Excellent. When you do organise that, let me know and we'll put the link in the show notes.
For me, there's two things I want to highlight. Firstly, that I've realized that I do no self-care at all. And even putting time aside to do the breathing exercises that we were taught, they were incredible. And if I didn't have time, my response would be, "Oh my God, you're not looking after yourself." So even the way I do self-care, it's like not self-caring at all. So I've realized that I have no idea what self-care is. And I'm kind of like figuring that out right now. And the magic that's come is these beautiful relationships that we've cultivated and we're going to be cultivating for sure. Because this is where peace happens one by one, Connection by connection, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And we're not expecting anyone to do it for us. We're here and we're doing it.
That's it. It's beautiful. And my project back to collaboration, as you said, is within the lens of the NGO and civil society, because civil society has a massive power to make change from the grassroots level up.
Agreed.
So it's really what I'm doing is making a little film of civil society organizations on both sides standing up for human rights, talking about what inner peace within us means and how that translates into the actions that we put out in the world. Because when we're dealing especially with things like, slavery and human trafficking, we know it affects both sides. And being able to support survivors on both sides needs that level of collaboration. We know it's not going to happen on the top levels, so we need to start creating it ourselves.
Excellent. That sounds amazing.